Hello, everyone, and I'm back here again. I'm Adnan Ayaz, and today we're going to work on this chapter 9, and we are working on beginning of the speech, how to begin a speech, how to, start the speech. Okay, only we are not going to work on how to end the speech because we have already worked on that one in the previous video. So now we will be working on how to prepare a starting of the speech, how to begin a speech. So that's where we are. And I've already given you my introduction. And that's me, Adnan Ayaz. And now we are moving on to this next slide. Okay, so let's see what we have. Now, the introduction. So when we talk about the introduction, we need to focus on a few things. Number one, get attention and interest. Number two, reveal the topic. Number three, establish credibility and goodwill. Number four, preview the body of the speech. Right, the four things you've got here. So we're going to discuss them one by one. Here, methods of getting attention. This is the most common and popular thing among people that they would be willing to get the attention. Most of the people would like to, gain the attention of other people, to be popular or something, whatever the cause is. So we have a few tips for you. Relate your topic to the audience. Number one, state the importance of your topic. Startle the audience. Might be giving a startling thing. Arouse the curiosity, of course, arouse the curiosity of the audience. They might be curious to know something. Like they might be, okay, so what is he or she going to tell us about next? Question the audience, questioning them. Begin with a quotation. Okay, you might even want to begin with a quotation. Tell a story. Another point, you might have a story to start with. Okay, so these are the points of how you can gain their attention. I mean, you of course, they're not very easy, not as easy as they sound when I'm just giving you these points. You really need to work on them. You need to do some research on that. You need to practice, rehearse, and so many things are there involved in it. So let's move on to the next point. Now, first thing we have about credibility. The audience's perception of whether a speaker is qualified to speak on a given topic or not, like whether he has that much information, he or she, don't mind me, the gender he thing. So whether he has that credibility, whether he is able to deliver that topic and he has all the information that he's going to tell it, he is delivering or she's delivering on the stage. So that's what we need to do, the first thing. And the other thing would be goodwill. Okay, the goodwill. Give me just a second. So the other thing we were trying to talk about was goodwill. Yes, the audience's perception of whether the speaker has the best interests of the audience in mind. And it's an important thought, it's an important element that the audience might have, that the speaker has something for them. It's a very common phrase, what's in it for me? Okay, what do you got in it for me? What do I get from this? So this is the goodwill thing. And then we move on to the next thing, rhetorical questions. I get that all the time when I do have these online classes. So I ask a question to my students. I know that they are not actually rhetorical questions. When I ask them a question and they do not reply, or they reply that in their heart. So that's what we call they have their answer on their mind. And I tell them, man, I don't know what you're saying. I can't get it until you just speak it out loud, until you utter it, So, well, let's come to the topic, the main thing, rhetorical questions, a question that the audience answers mentally rather than out loud. Okay, so that could be another way. Then a preview statement, a statement in the introduction of a speech that identifies the main points to be discussed in the body of this speech. I hope it is clear. Let's move on to the next one. Tips for preparing the introduction. Be concise, usually no more than 120% of the total speech. Okay, so you should be using 10 to 20% of the speech. Then look for possible introductory materials as you do your research. So it is now bringing your attention toward the research thing, that you are going to do some research and find out better, most attractive material the best suited material for your audience. And we have got be creative in devising your introduction. Yes, that takes a lot of time, and it is believed that the more effective your introduction is, the best your body or the introduction would be, or the best the most attention will be getting from your audience. So it's important you have a wonderful blasting introduction, okay, that everybody's attention be at you, looking at you, their eyes might be fixed at you. Okay, so that's an important part. All right, and let's see what we had next. And we have more tips here. Finalize the exact wording of your introduction after you have finished preparing the body of the speech. So, okay, finalize those words. What words are you actually going to use? And the other point, work out the content and delivery of your audience in detail. You know, the content that you're going to use, you must be working on them, on that introduction part in detail. You know, I told you this is the most important part. This is the first impression. You have that bad impression of yours in the first introduction, in the introduction, I would mean. So you're going to lose your audience. Okay, they might be working on the mobile phones, chit-chatting with each other. So it's not going to work out for you. Believe me, it's not. So let's see what we have next. And the conclusion. Okay, that thing, we're not going to talk about that because we have already talked about that in the other video. So thank you very much for listening to me and for being here. Be blessed and have a wonderful day.